I'm snubbing you. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you, Recording Academy. I'm snubbing you. You snub the weekend, I snub back. I'm a weekender. I'm a weekend fan. I'm a weekend boy. And I enjoy his work. And apparently you don't, okay? But you know who does enjoy it? Everybody around the world. The Super Bowl enjoyed it. And they don't like it when people take a knee during the anthem. Anyway, you don't deserve us. The Weeknd and I, we're best friends. He does drugs and I'm nearby. The Weeknd and I don't need the Grammys anymore. In fact, I'm going to give him a call right now. Hello, Abel Tesfaye. It's your friend. Hello? Hello? Are you screening your calls? Looks like the snubee has become the snubber.
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the Grammy news you didn't know about. Not your Grammys news. The Grammy Awards grammed this past Sunday, show-stopping performances from Taylor Swift, Haim, DaBaby, and Dua Lipa, and more distracted from the fact that there was no audience inside of the Staples Center. To that end, can that happen every year? These acts were allowed to stretch their legs and showcase their talents on a giant shared stage that made even the most passive music lover shimmy and shake. Why? That's how I dance. We knew this year's Grammy ceremony was going to follow in the footsteps of other award shows of the same caliber. The pandemic changed how we watch these things. Next year, I hope we keep the crowds minimal just so we can see Haim shred that bass like a chef does a bunch of carrots. What I'm saying is, she's a Michelin star bassist, and I'm a hungry concert goer. While this year's awards look different, they certainly were the same awards we hate. This thing still stunk, no matter how much Trevor Noah made it look fun. The ratings, antiquated though they may be, were not up to par of last year's, and they were already bad then. Only 8.8 million viewers watched the show when it aired. In comparison, the most watched event of the year, the Super Bowl, snatched 96.4 million, and even that was down compared to the 2007 game. But a sports game is too big for the Grammys. Let's compare the 8.8 million viewers to this year's pandemic Golden Globes. Yeesh, 6.9 million. What about the pandemic Emmys? Ugh, a dreary 6.1 million? But that was the best one. Are the forthcoming Oscars in trouble? Yes, we got to see Cardi B shake her wop all over the place, but at what cost? Rules had to change this year. The pandemic pushed every award show back by months. Submissions for all shows look slim. The Academy Awards dropped their noms after the Grammys aired, and while diverse, how many times can Mank be nominated? It's like they said for every brown person or woman nominated, Mank, the whitest movie of the year not made by Disney, must be in a nearby category. 9 changes came to this year's Grammys. 9. The Recording Academy's insistence that all black music be referred to as urban was getting ridiculous, and they saw that after renaming categories like Best Latin Rock, Urban, or Contemporary Album to Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album. Plus, there's consolidation and stricter rules. Look, you can check them all out at the nifty new rulebook page. You don't have to. You probably should. There's better things on the internet. But the most damning answer as to why this year's ratings were down to reruns of the Goldbergs numbers, I love that show by the way, is the major snubbing of arguably the biggest artist in the world right now, and I will fight those who say otherwise, The Weeknd. When the nominations were announced late last year, you could hear remotes clicking away from CBS in preparation for not watching. That doesn't really work with streaming. I'll say swiping away, blooping. Artists like Bruce Springsteen, whose stellar Letter to You sadly wasn't given the credit it deserved, miss this pop-heavy show. Justin Bieber, Pop Smoke, Mac Miller, and so many more were ignored. Halsey says there were bribes involved. The Weeknd's not coming back to the show ever. This thing's irrelevant. Why doesn't the Recording Academy see that the performance breakouts will do well on YouTube. I mean, I added at least 23 minutes and 11 seconds worth to the middle portion of WAP, half to Don't Start Now, and a majority of Watermelon Sugar. Does taste like strawberry Harry Styles, looking all fine in that leather. The Grammys are struggling to stay alive in the prestigious music awards circuit. They used to be the only ones in that segment. Audiences should start looking forward to the Billboard Music Awards more so than this bucket of dung. Maybe the MTV Music Video Awards can reclaim its throne. Something has to be done about the vapid, arid drool that are the Grammys. The Kids' Choice Awards aired a day later, and I bet you that show got better ratings than this one. Let me Google very specific words. Kids' Choice Awards. Oh, and I never did see the end of that WAP performance. I'll add it to my search to be more economical. Kids' Choice Awards, WAP performance, sexy. There. Ooh, boy, I'm on a list. Hey, while I get that sorted out, why don't you subscribe and check out one of our other videos? Of course, you can head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where there are so many interviews of me talking to comedians that you'll go, okay. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ChadBlackWhite. Like us on Facebook. Listen to the Constitutionals podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And all right, I got to get out of here because they are knocking at the door.